All right, well, in preparation for the release of Shadow of War? Is that what it's called?
Oh, we're so
the
unprepared.
Sequel? Shadow of the Second Mordor.
Shadow of Celebrimbor.
Shadow of Kellogg's Blueberry.
Yeah, that.
That's the one.
Uh-huh.
We're playing Tony's touching Shadow of Mordor. Is this the first time?
This is my first time on these controls.
Very good. Did you ever play a Batman game or an Assassin's Creed game?
I made it about half of the way through Arkham Asylum, and I 100%ed Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood.
Then you're set. You're set. That's all you need to know.
Perfect.
Imagine those games, but just better, and you've got Shadow of Mordor.
That's some high praise, because I really liked Assassin's Creed 2.
Mechanically speaking, those games, but better.
Still high praise.
The controls are just a little bit more good.
A little bit more good, a little bit more Mordor.
Well, you know how... you know how in Assassin's Creed there's that uncanny, unlikely thing where no matter what height you are, when you're jumping off a tower, you land in a bale of hay and you're just fine. You just, stroll out of it. Mm-hmm. And this is actually this very funny thing that happens in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, where a lot of the time you're moving through a place as one of the twins, and then the other twin is with you, and you'll go first and they'll come after you.
Yeah.
And you dive into the hay bale and you get out and you're like, all right, play it cool. And then they'll dive after you, and you'll hear what the passerbys hear when you do it from their perspective. Yeah. It's not very quiet. But basically, what this game does to get around that is because you've got the spirit of Kellogg's Blueberry in you, you jump off of the towers from any direction at any height, and right before you hit the deck, you turn into Kellogg's.
He ghost catches you?
And, well, no, he becomes the... they switch tangibility, the two of them, and he becomes the tangible one, and he just, like Donkey Kong banana slammers on the ground and keeps sprinting.
So what you're saying is this game is a cross between Assassin's Creed and Danny Phantom.
That's the one! Boom.
We figured it out.
Alright. Starting from scratch. Now there's a joke that most YouTubers made when this game came out and they were playing it.
Yeah.
About you stealth killing your wife in the tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to get that one right out of the way with right now so we don't have to make it in real time. When you're in the tutorial, you switch between bloody conflict on the wall and you having a fun time with your child and your wife. And basically, when you're learning the stealth mechanics, it switches to Talion on the wall sneaking up on his wife to give her a kiss and some flowers. But it's the stealth kill mechanic.
You have to stealth romance her.
You've got to stealth kill your wife. Oh, also, the mouth of Sauron.
Yeah.
You basically get the closest thing that you ever will get to that being canon in the movies in this game.
The mouth of Sauron.
He was in the extended cut of the Lord of the Rings movies.
Oh, yeah.
He was played by the gyrocopter guy from Mad Max 2.
The dude, yeah.
Yeah, and he is cool and, yeah. You get him in this game, pretty much.
I love how the gyrocopter guy, I don't feel like he deserves the level of cult infamy that he has.
I think he's pretty good. He's pretty nuts and pretty Australian.
Fury Road had a guy who was riding on a big rig made out of bass speakers with a guitar that breathes fire.
He's got a comic book dedicated to him. He's got a very adequate amount of cult following. Alright, so this is you basically butt spanking your son for not being good with his sword.
They are using real swords.
Yep. But Talion knows what he's doing, so he's not going to murder his son.
Kids, don't practice...
Counter.
Don't practice fighting with real swords.
Unless your dad says that you're a wuss if you don't, because if you get called out like that, you got to own up to it. You got to really prove him wrong.
I wish there was a lock-on mechanic.
There is that you should be learning at some point. I think it's a trigger or something. What was the lock-on mechanic in Assassin's Creed?
Oh, fuck. It was a trigger. Literal years since I played that.
I think it was a trigger. Oh, and here we cut into actual combat on the wall.
I'll have your guts.
Diarrhea. It kind of.
That is a proud orc name. You should not make fun of it.
That was his son's name that he was saying.
Oh. Hidden affair with an orc lady.
Oh no. Alright, hold right trigger and tap X for a grand execution. Hold right trigger and tap X, yeah.
Okay, that's okay.
Grand execution is going to be one of your best friends.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. while sprinting to... Alright. There you go. That's pretty good.
Figuring this out. Okay.
Yeah. You're learning them pretty quick in real time, but... I don't think that there's a lock-on, but I think that he pretty much auto-targets whichever enemy you are fighting. Because oftentimes you'll be fighting like a horde of enemies. Throws are good for clearing the area. Yeah. You can already tell that this plays a lot like Batman, hey?
It flows well.
Exactly, the combat flows great. And look at how fucking good it looks. Like, this game's... What year is it? It's 2017.
Oh, you have an Assassin's Creed Vault. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you'll need the vault for opening up defenses on enemies, so...
So, like, not Assassin's Creed, sorry. What am I talking
Batman.
about? Prince of Persia.
Ah!
That's what I fucking meant.
Because Batman does it too,
Yeah.
where there's the guys that are armored in the front and he vaults over them and attacks them in the back before they can turn around. Prince of Persia, exactly.
I mean, if you want to get technical, God of War did it first, but I never liked the controls in that game.
That's fair. You know what probably did it first?
Yeah.
Ghost Rider for the PlayStation 2. More on that to come.
Yeah. Not with me here.
So yeah, your murder dagger is your son's broken sword because you got killed.
That just happens to look
a lot like
broken
that.
in the shape of
Athril or whatever the fucking... Because the sword from Return of the King had one name before it was fixed and one name after it was fixed. And it was like Ithril and Athril or something like that.
Yeah, my girlfriend's going to be pissed at me that I don't remember more of this.
Don't let her know that this video got posted.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure she doesn't watch.
Ha!
Alright, let's...
Ready to stealth kill your wife?
Let's stealth romance.
See, look at your stealth dagger of posies.
I want to run.
No, you gotta...
Sneak.
There's a crouch that you can do. Yeah, hold RT. Right trigger. Stealth kill your wife. There we go. See? She loves it.
Happy anniversary.
I got you some flowers that I found growing out of the wall. You know, that place that we currently live.
It's an old wall.
It's a very old wall.
Also, a technical point. Don't use a broken sword as a revenge knife. That is not structurally sound.
Oh, believe you me, it will do you well. As far as the real world is concerned, do your best to not have a revenge dagger.
I mean, yes, also don't go after people with a revenge dagger, broadly speaking.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if...
You know what I mean.
Look, you're going to get to now apply your stealth kill skills on an actual stealth kill.
I'm going to go stealth romance that orc in front of my wife.
Stealth romance Ugthak Throck Killer. He loved it.
Oh.
Yeah. Very good. I like that they use the huge lightning storm as a means by which to...
silently dispose.
Well, to excuse the fact that you're not actually moving that silently through space. So one of these is like the black chalice of Sauron, and one of them is like...
My torso is shattered.
Yeah, you're fine. Look at that.
No, I'm not fine.
Edgelord... The Black Hand, that's what... not the black chalice, the Black Hand. The Black Hand and the Black Mace, or something like that.
Oh, this doesn't look like it's gonna end. Oh, no. I look pretty dead.
Yeah, that's just your hand.
My whole arm is
He will live.
My face is destroyed.
He will live.
That is a mass weapon.
They said he will live! They said it themselves. And you know how highly educated
Have you not heard the story of Robert Baratheon killing someone with a warhammer?
I don't think they have. That might be skewing their understanding of what just happened to Talia.
I mean, oh god.
This is Diarrhea, his son.
I can't... I know that's not his name, but the captions are going too fast for me to read.
It reads, at a glance, it reads as Diarrhea.
I blame you.
I blame the writing staff.
I blame you.
I won't accept it. You're welcome. Say goodbye to everybody you've ever known. Talion.
Oh, sacrifice.
Yeah.
Are they bringing back...
A bridge for you to follow.
Celebrimbor?
Kellogg's Blueberry.
We can't steal that joke.
I just think it's very good. I just think that is, like, the only joke that matters as far as this game is concerned.
At least credit it.
If you haven't picked up on it at this point, we used to watch The Best Friends a lot, and now we make YouTube. So, see, look, basically they put him in a state of undeath to tie the spirit of...
Celebrimbor,
yeah, to a soul so that it could no longer be free to reign on the... Basically, they tethered his spirit to one body, so that it couldn't be a problem to them on the grand scale.
Like,
do you think that the orcs are a forward-thinking bunch?
Why did they pick the single most competent person possible?
Do you think they knew?
They knew he's a ranger.
Yeah, there's a couple of those on the wall.
Yeah, and they always kick ass.
They killed a couple of the rangers. Talion just lucked out, I guess.
Yeah.
So
lucked out. Alright, let's jump off the tower.
These towers, they don't actually exist anymore. They're ruins.
Yeah.
So when you look at them from a distance, you'll see like a pile of shit. First off, good title card.
Title card,
yeah. There's good timing, very, very effective. But the towers are like ruins.
Yeah.
And at a glance, they just look like a pile of garbage.
Uh-huh.
And then when you get to them and start climbing them, the ghost of Celebrimbor creates the ghost of the tower. And that's why you're able to
And tell me, who is Celebrimbor?
He's the gentleman who forged the One Ring, as well as a couple of the other rings.
Thank you.
He's the spirit that was responsible for forging the rings, and that's why he's so important and so closely tied to their fate.
The game devs went like super hardcore,
very deep into the Silmarillion,
deeper than most fans have gone.
They did this awesome thing when they were like right before the game came out, where they were like, "We're gonna announce a very cool fan thing," and Reforge is what you do to essentially unlock the map for the area, Assassin's Creed style.
Eagle Vision.
Yeah. And they did this big announcement at like it was like E3 or something like that. And they were like, "You'll never guess who the spirit that Talion shared, the wraith spirit that Talion shares his fate with is." And everybody's like, "Ooh." And they were like, "Celebrimbor!" And everybody's like, "What? Who's that?"
Okay, ranged mode.
Yeah, so you enter a slow motion when you go into ranged mode.
Nope.
And, always go for headshots with the bow. Tap B to Wraith Stun. That's a very important move. Beauty. So the Wraith Stun is essentially... If you hit B... Oh, well, you don't have...
Is that just Force Choke?
Essentially, it's Brain Force Choke.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh dear.
That's if you hold B. If you tap B, you do a Wraith fucking Superman punch that stuns an enemy, and then you can like chain 30 hits with your sword into the stunned enemy.
Okay, that's cool.
It's crazy. It's really cool. Celebrimbor, you don't look a day over 300.
It's looking pretty good for
a Wraith.
For a ghost his age.
Alright, so, instead of doing an assassination when they're down, you can do an interrogation with the last guy. Hold it, don't tap it.
I don't want to throw him.
Then you do a Soul Wraith Brain Choke.
This is a...
Gain intel, hit A. When you do these interrogations later on, like once you unlock the other mechanics, you can either do an intel, or if you've got a chief, you can do a thing where you send that chief brainwashed to attack another chief to upset the political...
Because there's this whole mechanic in the game where you send orcs to...
You can get orcs to attack other orcs, and other orcs will be afraid of certain orcs if you kill them or send them after certain people. Like, there's this very cool social hierarchy in the game. Yeah. And also, the Arch Nemesis engine is pretty much the fucking coolest thing in the world. Because if you kill a guy... So now you get to pick somebody that you get full intel on. Exactly.
You learned Gimub's identity. This will, in his title, The Slaver, gives you clues about his role in Uruk society.
You've also learned his power rating. His power is only 4.
Okay, well, context for that would be helpful as well.
Motive. Hoping a slave tries to escape soon, wanting to make an example of them.
Well, let's go approach and fuck him up.
Yeah, good call. But yeah, the Arch Nemesis thing is really cool because if you get felled by an orc chieftain,
Yeah.
then you have like an S-link with them essentially. And like any orc that kills you gains strength at that point. And like if it's not a chieftain that kills you, if it's like just a fucking rando orc soldier,
yeah,
they will be promoted.
Red icons display power struggles.
Yeah.
White icons represent side missions.
Mm-hmm. And a power struggle is when two chieftains are fucking with each other. Because they all hate each other.
Okay, so save the humans. I gotta go save the humans.
Yep.
Is there a map?
Hit pause. Alright, B. Hit select.
There we go.
Yeah, that's pretty good, right?
That's the one.
The slaver. And there's a really cool thing where when you kill certain orc chiefs, they will not technically die, technically speaking, and they'll come back with a vengeance for you. Like, they'll seek you out while you're roaming the plains.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so, like, even if you pull a move where you, like, stab a guy in the face, there's a chance that he'll come back and be like, "You're the guy who stole my eye!" And then you'll get to fight him again, but he'll have, like, beef with you. Also, I think if you get a glory kill, that's doom speak. If you get a hard execution kill on certain chieftains,
yeah,
you unlock better gear.
That's cool.
And essentially, what you do is you unlock runes as you go, and the runes are things that you can apply to your
unlockability.
Yeah, so you have 1 point.
When you hit kill streak is charged, press Y and B to execute your target.
And that's a cold execution. Like, you don't have to have damaged the enemy at any point to be able to do a cold execution on them.
Strike from above, error. Ooh.
Yeah, it's good. Elven Swiftness. If you vault something and you tap A, you'll go into an elf sprint.
Fire blasts or barrel cause them to explode.
That one's very useful.
To mount.
Riding Caragors.
Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm going to go for impact.
Y will be knocked down, backwards, stunned, or knocked down. Oh, yeah. That's totally useful.
I'll invest in the others later. So I have... Okay, there's the Wraith tree and the Ranger tree.
Exactly.
I got it.
Yeah, like, totally works, right?
How do I vault?
You can't vault over something that tall, but anything like sort of knee height...
You just jump over it?
You'll jump over. And once you get that skill, if you vault over it and you tap A at the right point, you'll hit like full-on Celebrimbor sprint.
Okay.
Yeah. God, having played a lot of this game myself, you remember when you gave me like some hot mess for
yeah.
Oh, this is a chieftain. So don't kill him if you can help it.
Okay.
Because if you kill everybody else and then you get to interrogate him, you can get a ton of intel on other chieftains. Also, the fact that you're not doing a ton of damage with your sword strikes means that he's not weak to melee attacks, which means he's probably weak to ranged or afraid of something. Like, there's always a payoff with these guys before they... sorry, and that green emblem that you see above that guy means that he's got chieftain intel, but he's not chieftain strong. Like,
cool.
Essentially, there's like weak links in the chain. So if you ever are fighting like a group of orcs that don't have a chieftain with them, and they, you're doing well against them, and one guy's got that green intel symbol above him, you can get a ton of info out of the guy. God, you're doing good work. Just kill. Oh God! You'll have a chance to not die here. So yeah.
Okay, so use the cursor to move in the circle and then press the displayed counter button.
Why? Boom! Good save. All right. So yeah, anytime that you're in combat and that happens, if you can pull it off, it will literally save your.
Oh fuck!
There it goes, Superman.
That was rough.
You're not done yet. You got another chance. Quickly. X.
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
Nope.
Alright, so that guy just got a promotion.
Okay.
So, for these early missions, I recommend not going for the crowds on your way to the missions, just because if you do the mission, you will earn up a ton of experience as you go. See, yeah, Lorm, just dueled an unknown captain
And won.
and killed him. So he is now tier 3 orc chieftain.
He looks like a decent looking rival.
He's not bad. But now you literally have a revenge target.
Good.
Right? It's cool. This arch nemesis system made this game so...
Ratbag the Coward.
See, now, Ratbag the Coward is not an actual enemy. Ratbag is a story character. He's voiced by Phil Lamar.
Jesus.
And you actually get story missions by working with Ratbag. So he's pretty good. Hold up.
Too late.
Just go back there. Just bear with me. Go up there.
How?
To the left, and then just hold A. Just up this wall. And just go up. So you see where the little green cross is on the map there? Stop.
Yes.
Like right, there's a little green cross just behind you on the map.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. So, hit your Wraith. Oh, no, there it is.
Restore health.
Yeah.
So that's a healing thing.
Exactly.
Cool.
Pipeweed. Oh, fuck that guy up. Yes! Oh, he's so dead.